Hey y'all, back again. I told you it wouldn't be too long before I was jumping into some more uke songs. I have two, maybe one definite, two possibly today. The other one I need to practice a couple more times because there's a couple of tricky spots. This one, it's not. It's not really tricky. It's just a lot of back and forth changing, a lot of transitions, and it's a true G instead of G7. But I'm getting more used to that. It's not as big of a deal as it used to be. Um, and this song, I okay. I've loved this song since I was a kid because I saw this movie when I was a kid that it's from. But the reason it came back into my head recently was because Sean Connery passed away, y'all know, a few weeks back. And I think the day, was it on Halloween? I think we found out. I don't know if he died that day or whatever the case. I found out on Halloween. So I was like, okay, I know what movie I'm watching tonight because the first movie I ever remember seeing him in was Darby O'Gill and the Little People when he was actually a very young man. I've since seen him obviously in older roles and have loved him in those as well. Um, but I was never a 007 fan. Like, I never watched any of the old Sean Connery, James Bond. I don't care to because I just don't like that kind of movie. Um, but I do like Sean Connery. I've always respected him, thought he was a really good actor and just cool dude for as far as I know. Like, I don't know much about him other than his acting ability, honestly. Um, but I like his accent and and he was great in this movie. In Darby O'Gill, he's just a darling. I don't know. He's just the nicest guy. And he has this beautiful singing voice, which I'm not sure he ever used again in his career, which is a shame if he didn't. Because, like, the dude could sing. So he sings this song, and the version I found. Oh, it's 2 pages. I was like, that looks short. Yeah, I left the other page over here. Has 3 verses to it, so I think it may be a bit longer than what we get to hear in the movie, but it's great. And actually, the third verse is kind of my favorite. I'll tell you why afterwards if you don't notice at the time when I dramatically sing it. um, but yeah, I was like, okay, watch Darby O'Gill, got that song in my head, now I gotta uke it. So here we go. I'll do my best impression of singing an Irish song without having an Irish accent. Um, and y'all don't want me to try to fake one, it wouldn't be good. So, especially while singing like that, I feel like that would make it even harder to do. So I'm just gonna sing it and hope I don't screw it up and hope y'all enjoy it. Yeah. And I've got my trusty space heater with me today. Y'all probably haven't seen him before. I haven't given him a name yet, but he's helped me out a lot over the past year or two during the winters because he's silent. That's what I love about him. He's silent, but he works so well. So he's not going to get, interfere with recording. Like when I'm podcasting and stuff, I have to bring this guy up. I can't just have the heater fan blowing or it blows right on my mic. And that's no good for anyone. Y'all don't care about heaters. Anyway, this kind is really good. Just FYI, if you don't know about the oil, I don't know what it's called. It's filled with oil. With this kind of radiator type thing, you should look into it because I don't think they're that expensive and they work really well and they're super quiet. Okay. Have you ever... Okay, we're gonna start that over. Yep, get my fingers in place. Have you ever seen the seagulls a-flying o'er the heather, or the crimson sails on Galway Bay, the fishermen unfurl? Oh, the earth is filled with beauty, and it's gathered all together in the form and face and dainty grace of a pretty Irish girl. Sorry. Oh, she is my dear, my darling one, her eyes so sparkling full of fun. No the likes of her. Yes, she is my dear, my darling one, my smiling and beguiling one. I love the ground she walks upon, my pretty Irish girl. Have you ever seen the morning in Kerry and Killarney, when the dew is on the hayrick and every drop a pearl, when the geese are full of blarney and the thrush is singing Gaelic, and standing in the doorway is a pretty Irish girl. Oh, she is my dear, my darling one, her eyes so sparkling, full of fun. No other can match the likes of her. Yes, she is my dear, my darling one, my smiling and beguiling one. I love the ground she walks upon, my pretty Irish girl. When I'm parted from my darling, my sighs could sail a schooner, and when I cannot reach her, sure my tears would turn a mill, since she cannot be unkind to any helpless creature. I think that I will marry me a pretty Irish girl. Oh, she is my dear, my darling one, her eyes so sparkling, full of fun. No other can match the likes of her. Yes, she is my dear, my darling one, my smiling and beguiling one. I love the ground she walks upon, my pretty Irish girl. I can't believe I screwed up that first verse. Like, it was like basic. Told you there were no tricksy things in this one. It was just a lot of repetitive but fast moving finger transition things going on. But it's a fun one, and I did my little mini concert for Adam yesterday after I learned this one, and he just immediately, like, I always tell him, like, keep his eyes closed because I don't want him to see the title of the song. I always want it to be a surprise. And he just immediately got a big grin on his face as soon as I started singing. And then he was like swaying back and forth. And afterwards he was just like, oh my God, your voice is perfect for that song. Just, I think he likes, especially the chorus. I don't know. I forget how he described it now. I feel like he used some descriptor that was cute and fitting, but I can't think of what it was now. But yeah, apparently it fit well for this type of Irish music. So if any of you know of any other cute Irish songs like this, let me know. I know this one's just probably written by Disney. Like, I don't think it was actually an Irish song, but they did a good job of recreating one, if that's the case. I think it's super cute. And yeah, sorry, I'm jostling the camera. That third verse is hilarious. When I'm parted from my darling, my sighs would sail a schooner. Like sighs, like, you know, like wind for a sail. On a sailboat, a schooner. Okay. And when I cannot reach her, sure my tears would turn a mill. That's a lot of tears. So yeah, I don't think I had ever heard that verse before. So when I got to that in learning it, I was just like, wait, what? That's adorable and hilarious. So yeah, that's Pretty Irish Girl from Darby O'Gill and the Little People. And if you have never seen that movie, you totally should. Although, see, I think they have good intentions, but, maybe I shouldn't even get into this because I don't really know where I stand on it. But maybe y'all can share some of your opinions with me and convince me one way or the other what you think. Or your opinion would help me solidify my own, you know what I'm trying to say. So this movie is on Disney Plus, and you can stream it there if you have a subscription, but they've changed some of it. They dubbed over some of the voices to make them less Irish. Like, I guess they thought they went a little overboard and made it like too stereotypically or over the top Irish originally. So I think I don't know if they actually changed any words or if they just redubbed the voice. I think it's mainly the father, um, to just make him sound less Irish. Like, maybe some people thought it was offensive. But I'm not Irish, so I mean I do have some Scotch Irish blood in me, so I got that, but I'm not an Irish person, so I can't speak for them and say yes, it's offensive or no, it's not. But to me, that just seemed odd and unnecessary. Like, I mean, it's Disney. Like, all of their movies are over the top caricatures of people and cultures and things. I think they're getting better at that now. I think they're trying to be more conscious of that and represent real people, like with Moana and Coco. They are exploring other cultures in a respectful, educated way. But back then, like, I don't know when this movie was made. I mean, Sean Connery was a young man, so it's old. Uh, I don't know exactly how old he was, but he was very young. Um, I don't know. So we have it on DVD. It's like a two or three, or a set that has like two or three different um, Disney movies on it. I think it's Dario Gil and the Little People, the No Mobile, which I also love. I forget if there is a third one. I've forgotten what it is, but it was cheap on Amazon. So if you want to, like, if you grew up with it and you know that a different voice is gonna mess with your head, you can still get the original version on Amazon. But I just wanted to warn y'all, if you go to watch it on Disney Plus and it's different than what you remember, that's why. Um, but if you've never seen it before, then probably just play the Disney Plus one. And I haven't actually watched any of it myself, so I can't really. I'm not in a great position to give a great opinion. Just be like, oh yeah, that one's so much better or worse. Or I was just surprised when I heard they had done that. I was like, really? I feel like maybe some overcorrection is going on, but y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Please educate me, because I'm literally always open minded to being to learning. What am I trying to say? To opening my mind to new ideas and like learning from people of other cultures and other races, and how it affects them. Because if it is hurting people to have it the way it was, then no, I don't want to support that. And yay on Disney. But if Irish people really don't care, like maybe they didn't even grow up knowing this movie existed. I don't know. I just don't know. I think it's supposed to be like super Irish. It's this tiny little town. And honestly, real Irish accents are much thicker than what's in this movie. Because, like, my husband has been to Ireland, and he and his dad can attest to when. Oh, I'm sorry, Scotland. They've been to Scotland. Um, but, sorry, I've been to Ireland. Right. Duh. Um, yeah, I've been to Ireland, and some of the people were, like, it depends on kind of what town you're in or what kind of restaurant you're in. If you're in a small town, um, where the accents are a bit thicker and people talk a little faster, like they're way more hard to understand than what's in this portrayed in this movie. So I don't know. I don't know. But I know Disney Plus made some changes on other movies too. I'm trying to remember which ones off the top of my head. I was gonna say Song of the South, but I don't think they've even put that on Disney Plus. they still just won't even put it up. Which, again, I don't know how I feel about that either. Like, it's a piece of history, even though it's, yeah, sure, it's got offensive bits to it. Like acting like slaves were happy to be slaves. Like any of them. They weren't. Okay. Um, so I understand maybe not wanting to put that movie on there. Even though I've seen it, I saw it as a child because I brought it back to theaters, I think in '86 or something like that, for a limited time. And I just liked the man singing. I liked all the Brer Fox stories. To me, it was just entertaining. I didn't understand any of the subtext that was going on, and I don't think it affected my racial beliefs in any way. Like, I was taught from a very early age to treat everyone equally, so I don't know. That's going off on a completely different tangent. But yeah, those of you who know about the Disney Plus changes, let me know what you think about them. And I know there are other movies that I'm forgetting right now, but remind me and tell me if you think they should have done that or not. Like, is George Lucasing movies a good idea? I never liked that they went back and changed the original Star Wars. Like, putting in CGI, like modern day CGI, and changing Anakin's ghost at the end to be Hayden Christensen or whatever his name is. Like, no, I'm not down with that. Okay. But that has nothing to do with cultural sensitivity or being racist or anything like that. That's just messing with perfection. And I'm not even the biggest Star Wars fan, but come on. You just don't do that. Like, if somebody went back now and took like the first, Harry Potter movie and like updated the effects, I mean, I guess it would depend on how much they monkeyed with it. If they only did a tiny bit, like in the Quidditch scene, yeah, fix some of that. Some of that's really bad. But the rest of it's fine. So if they only made minor tweaks, I might not care. But major changes, no, I'm not behind that. So yeah, sorry. I wasn't really even expecting to talk about that, but then I remembered it and I was like, oh, dang it, I need to bring that up because y'all might not even know that that's a thing. And if you grew up watching this movie like I did and loving it, you might turn on Disney Plus and go to watch it and be like, something seems different. I can't put my finger on it. That's why. So, and if any Irish people watch this video, let me know what you think. Do you even know about this movie? Like, was it even shown in Ireland? I honestly have no idea. Knowing Disney, it probably wasn't. Like, we're gonna make this super Irish movie and then show it only to Americans. But especially way back then, like, I don't think they were as worldwide of a phenomenon as they are now. So their movies just probably didn't reach as many countries as they do these days. Anyway, I still love the song and the movie no matter what. I hope that doesn't make me a bad person. But yeah, if there's some part of this I'm not understanding or not thinking of, please, like, challenge me, please. I don't even have to say challenge, but just share your opinions with me. Share with me what you think and why you think that, and I'll probably agree with you and be like, oh, okay, I hadn't heard it said that way before. Cool. And I'll learn something and expand my own horizons because I like to do that. I don't like to stay stuck in old, outdated thoughts or thought patterns. I'm constantly trying to better myself. So, yeah, cool. Okay, I think that's all I've got to say about this song. And I'm going to try, after practicing it a couple more times, to do the others. So there might be 2 songs for me from this recording day. We'll see. And then I'm going to try to get to some more, obviously, after these 2. So I'll see y'all again soon. Have a rainbow day. Bye.